do you think of self-production nowadays? You know that there are some bands who are choosing to follow this path. Why did you choose to self-produce your album?
Well, like I said, I think it just, we've never needed a producer, in our opinion, in the sense of having them mold this band or help us with the songwriting. We were already delivering that on our own. So we just always needed it basically just to, learn more of the inside of the studio, of just being able to get tones and performances out of each other. But I guess it just depends on from band to band if they're capable of that. I mean, there's some bands that might be able to write a good hook, but just maybe need help in trimming a song down or just the structure of it. But in our case, I don't think we've had those struggles. I think we've been able to deliver that.
Did the lyrics of Asylum influence your way of composing music? Since they are pretty dark lyrics, I want to know if the lyrics came first or just after the composing, the recording.
It's always been the other way around for us. It's always been the lyrics were inspired by the music that we provide for David. It gives him the outlet. Basically to whatever the music does for him and makes him feel emotionally, kind of inspires what he wants to sing about.
So we had the chance to hear some of your songs in some horror movies such as Saw 3, Dawn of the Dead, Valentine, I think. And have you ever considered making a soundtrack maybe for a horror movie?
I mean, anything's possible. We've just never been approached with that opportunity. I don't think we'd shut the door on anything. We'd have to consider it. It just would depend on the timing and the vibe. And we've never really written directly for somebody else or for a film. But it might be interesting and challenging for us to do. But we're always up for those types of things. It's going to push us. So. Who knows?
Dario Argento is an Italian director. He made some lovely horror movies. So maybe music would fit.
Put in a word for us if you can get it out to him. I mean,
So how do you deal with being popular and maybe also recognized worldwide?
I mean, we're famous, so to speak, mostly in our own circles, like the metal of the rock crowd. It's not like we walk down the street and can't walk into a restaurant or something like that, or paparazzi's following us around. More than anything, it's nice to be recognized. I think when we're for example, we're at a restaurant and someone comes up and they're polite. A lot of our fans are usually very respectful, and they'll wait till we finish a dinner or something like that, and as we leave, ask us for autographs or something like that. And it's nice because, as Dan said before, we'll be more concerned when they stop asking. When there isn't anyone there, because those are the people that that obviously we're connecting with, and that we go on stage for the fans. So, but it's not. I don't think any of us get too wound up about being super famous, because it's localized. It's kind of it's within a certain realm of
We never wanted to have to ever go into hiding. We like to go out and have fun and hit the local bars or whatever we do, and and hang out with the fans. Like John said, they're most of the time they're all very respectful to us anyway. So we're one of them. We were that fan on the other side before, so that doesn't change for us. I mean, when other bands come into our hometowns, we're the ones. We still go to concerts, and we'll be in the crowd watching the show. Sometimes maybe with the better seat this time, but that's about it. But it's definitely, we're not into hiding at all. We like being out there and being close with the fans.
So what do you think of the Italian fan base?
They're awesome.
Very passionate. I mean, we keep coming back, so there's no reason for that. We know that there's fans out here, and we'll keep coming as long as they want us. So
you seem to have still a great bond with your city, Chicago. And how's the music scene there nowadays? I don't know what kind of music bands maybe.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as ours. I mean, it's just kind of, we're not there enough anymore. I mean, we're spend our lives on tour and on the road, so we miss out on a lot. And it's always been pretty scattered. Sometimes you have a group of metal bands, and then another group of these alternative or pop rock bands. So it's kind of all across the board. There's never really one scene, I think, other than back in the early 90s when Smashing Pumpkins and all the alternative type bands, then there was a scene there, or there might have been a scene with some of the industrial type bands, Ministry and a few others had come out. But that was, going back to the, late 80s, early 90s. But even when we came up, there wasn't really a scene at all. We kind of created our own little scene with a couple other metal bands from the area. It was just our way of teaming up together and trying to create a buzz. But I'm not really aware if there's really much going on other than an occasional band here or there that might stir things up.
Oh well, so it seems just me asking. And what can you tell me about the evolution, the development of your sound throughout the years? Because your sound, in my opinion, sounds really heavier nowadays compared to the beginning.
And I mean, it's just a lot of us just continuing to push each other. I mean, it's not just us going in there worrying about our own personal parts. We're all kind of on top of each other, of just trying to push each other in evolving. And we're never going to stray too far off the path because we play the way we play. Mikey stylistically plays the way he plays, and all of us for that matter. So I think it gets challenging to have 80 or 90 songs that we've written throughout our career to not duplicate something we've already done. So we just try to push each other in a direction that might be something that's fresh and new from each guy.
And what can you tell me about the live DVD? You're planning to make a DVD out?
Well, we just recently, with the release of Asylum, released a 10-year sort of documentary of all the last 10 years of us touring. We've had someone come out with us almost in our entire careers and just record everything that's been going on, whether it was live footage or behind the scenes stuff. So we pretty much exhausted everything and put it all into there just to show the growth of the band over the last 10 years. So we don't have anybody out with us right now, and there isn't any plans right now, but you never know because there's still tons of footage that hasn't been seen yet. So.
And so, one last question, I think. I don't know. Okay. So, you had 4 albums that hit the first position of the Billboard chart. But does this concern you somehow while composing a new record? That hitting the charts, so...
No, I mean, we can't really guess why that happened or second guess what we do. It just has to happen naturally. I mean, when we write songs, we don't say, well, this last album was successful, so how do we do that again? The answer is we just trust our gut and just do what comes naturally to us. I mean, when we wrote the first album, The Sickness, and we were a garage band, we did it for us, the guys in the room writing it, and never knew that we could leave the garage and actually become a worldwide band. So I think we try to keep that mentality of, as long as it's true and it means something, to us, and we're not forcing it, and it's real. The fan. We're just fortunate that I think the content of it and maybe some of the subject matters have been able to connect with a large fan base. And they make that connection, and I think that's why it's been successful. But to have 4 number ones in a row is something we never even thought it could happen once, let alone 4 times. And it was never really a thought that we could achieve something like that. So for it to happen, it's amazing, and it's a testament to the metal fans, to the hard rock fans, to show that in a day and age that is dominated by hip hop and pop rock, that there's still the metal fans out there that are letting their voices be heard by helping us achieve something like that.
Well, I think in Italy having a metal album in the first position, I think it's crazy, impossible. We have, the fan base, also the culture, the mentality is totally different. So I think it's pretty incredible what you achieved in the Billboard chart. But here in Italy, I think it would be impossible. Utopia, Yeah, it would be impossible in any case. Okay, so can you leave a message to our website, SpazioRock, your fans and our Italian fans? Look at the camera, please.
Okay. What's the name of the?
SpazioRock.
SpazioRock?
Yeah.
Put it on there.
Yeah, sure. Hey, what's up? This is Mike.
And this is Dan.
This is John from Disturbed.
And this is SpazioRock.